and to regale you, a master of communication, elocution, projection, and education. His mastery is superhuman. Please welcome Jim McEwen.
I love Scotland land, and whatever else we lose, please give us our glens, our glorious glens. Our mountains are grand, Ben Lomond, Ben Nevis too. You can have all these bens, but leave us our glens. Glenfiddich, Glenlivet, Glenglock, Gronach, Glendran, can you live without them? You must know I can. Put a drop in a glass of Glenspey or Glendrotter, it's perfectly bearable way to drink water. I willingly lose our culture, or most of it. For instance, that mess called Full Highland Dress, with the whole ethnic bit, with haggis and hogmanay, I'd gladly dispense, but leave us our glens. Glenfarclas, Glenlochy, Glengarry, Glenfall, I once knew a man who had taste sampled them all. Glenugig, Glentinchie, Glenislas, that's plenty. He looked 65, but in fact he was 20. Take our Highland Scottish, our marches, Strathspeys and Reel. Take our old Scottish waltz, but leave us our maltz. Remove, if you will, our ladies' conveniences and our gentlemen's, but leave us our glens. Glen Scotia, Glen Torrent, and last week Glen Fine was rare at communion when we ran out of wine. Glen Castle, Glen Kinsey, Glen Dull, Glen Ramsey, I prefer them to Cointreau, which I find too orangey. What else would I with Glenrush? Oh, breather a Scot, whose views on priority, when laid on the line, are different from mine. Take our jobs, take our home, take anything else you will. Why, family and friends, but leave us our glens.
I want you to give a very, very warm welcome to Adler Ellingson, who is going to play for us. with a musical medley for piano and cello, playing music harmonious and mellow. Please welcome a duo in their very own league, Kate Ellingson and Robin Versey.
We'll play 3 pieces for you tonight, and the first one we're going to play is the Christmas song. Also, we all know it as chestnuts roasting on the open fire. If you feel inspired to sing along, it would not offend me one bit. Sorry, my hands are cold. Like to play. He's like, I'll just pick something. And then of course he said, well, there's always my favorite, which I think is I'll Be Home for Christmas. Is that right, Robin?
That's one of them.
That's one of the favorites. I love chestnuts, so I had to play that one. So the next one we'll play will be I'll Be Home for Christmas, classic, written in 1943. one Robin didn't know, and it's a favorite of mine. This song was written in 1954, and it's called the Christmas Waltz, and it was written for Frank Sinatra at Frank's request. He desperately wanted a Christmas song of his own. I think he was quite jealous of all the others in his league getting their own Christmas music and having it be super famous. So this was one that was written for him to sing. It was, the music's by Jewel Stein, and the words were by Sammy Kahn, some icons in the Christmas music era.
Wonderful. Now there's a lady here who is good with a rhyme. Just right for Christmas time. Yes, it's Joan with a beautiful poem.
Don't tell her. It's not a poem. I haven't had time. I've been too busy shoveling snow. That's not a joke. This is a story all about a little insect. Now, you either like them or you don't like them. It's the legend of the Christmas spider. Once upon a time, long ago, a happy family was busily cleaning their home and preparing for Christmas Day. Even then, Christmas was a day eagerly anticipated, and the family put a great deal of effort into making the holiday truly wonderful. It was said that each Christmas, the Christmas child would come to bless the house of those who welcomed him into their hearts. By Christmas Eve, there was not a speck of dust left in the house. The spider, who typically made her home in a cosy corner of the ceiling, had escaped the family's cleaning efforts to the furthest corner of the attic. But even in the attic, the spider could still feel the holiday excitement bubbling on the floors below. She heard voices talking about the beautiful tree and wished with all her heart that she could see it for herself. Once the family had gone to bed, she crept out of the attic, down the stairs, across the floor, and under the door to the room where the Christmas tree stood. It was even more beautiful than she imagined, and she decided at once that she simply had to see every inch of it. She crept all over the tree, from the wonderful packages at the bottom to the lovely angel at the top. She explored every branch and thoroughly enjoyed every ornament. Exhausted, the spider climbed down from the tree to return to the attic. She paused to take a last look at the tree and was startled to find that she had left a trail of webs all over the beautiful tree. At the moment that tears were about to fall from her eyes, the Christ child came into the room. He saw the webs and said to the spider, "Don't be sad, little one. Your decorations are beautiful additions to the tree. Look at it now." With that, the Christ child had changed the wispy white threads into sparkling silver threads. The spider had to agree that the tree was magnificent. Today, many include a spider ornament and tinsel among their tree decorations as a reminder to thoroughly enjoy the beauty of the season and to recall the blessings which the Christ child brings.
Thank you, Joan. Lovely story. Now we're keeping it in the family. A poem now that's comic. A gift for all. A seasonal tonic. Hands together, please, for Bill Steele.
This is a poem written by Helen Cuthbert earlier this year. It's based on the I Am Jolly versions of various television fame, but this one is based on the Deck the Halls carol. Now, we're not singing that tonight, just giving you the poem part. Keep your tinsel and your holly, says the Reverend, I am jolly. There will be nae Christmas presents doon the lumber round the tree. Elves on shelves are obsolescent. 'Tis the season to be crabbit. Christmas shopping makes you wabbit. Then o' turkey your fair scunnered, eating it every single day. Your appetite for mince pies plummets. Christmas parties, they are cancelled. Decorations, they are fankled. Oh, white Christmas you'll be dreaming. In my dreams there's nae nata. Santa's downfall, I'll be scheming. Nae goodwill, nae friendly meeting. I will spend the season greeting. Red-nosed reindeer, I would roast ye. Jingle bells would burst your head. Carol singers, I would lose ye. Have a Merry Christmas, and ken mine will be mirthless. But one Christmas wish I plead, to let me on Christmas Day put the blankets o'er my head.
Thank you, Bill. We're not going to follow your advice, though. We're going to stay jolly and listen to the Bree-Roo Quartet.
So we're going to play 3 pieces tonight. They're slightly different to what we had planned due to someone who shall not be named not bringing the music. So hoping that it's okay with Robin that we play his arrangement for a Calypso Carol that orchestra will be playing in proper style after, because that's only pieces of music that we actually had. House was getting lots of building work done, studies gone, the printer is not connected, printing anything out that was anything suitable was not possible in the 5 minutes that we had. So we're going to start with Calypso Carol without all the parts. Comedy theme. So what we're going to do is swap instruments around a bit. At least John and I are. So I'm going to play the viola and he's going to take the violin. And I haven't played the viola before since yesterday, high school concert. final piece, we're going to play something because we've had lots of snow recently. We're going to play Ski Sunday.
Here is someone very special, with very special knowledge. It's Bill Campbell, with an insight into Cromdale's past and present. He can tell you a thing or two, if he chooses to.
We went to the WRI party for a start. Now, we never called it that. We called it the Christmas tree because in the corner of the hall was a great big Christmas tree. And, well, up until tonight, I always thought it was Santa that went and tied all the presents onto the tree, but I see a couple of elves there, so maybe they ate some of them. I don't know. So we always called it the Christmas tree rather than the Christmas party. We'd go along there in the afternoon and there would be somebody playing the piano, and there would be the Grand Old Duke of York and drop the hanky and round the mulberry bush and things like that, and then we would go and sit at the table and we would get copious amounts of juice and jelly. Now, we'd never seen jelly before, and we got all this, and then we got iced cakes, and then it was a case of you went and sat in a semicircle around the stage where this tree was, and we would be singing Christmas songs and Christmas carols. Lady would go up and play the piano again, or else Walt Sander would come with the guitar and he would lead it. It would be Mrs. Irvin and Mrs. Davidson were great singers, and they would be leading the singing. We would be waiting there for Santa to come. Be some or two false starts. The door would open and you would think, oh, here he comes. And it would be the hall caretaker would come down and he would say something like, I got a telegram from Santa. We were going through a carrot field and the reindeer just dug their toes in and they wouldn't move till the farmer went and pulled the carrots, and they were a feed of carrots. But don't worry, once they've eaten the carrots, Cromdale's the next stop. So of course that was fine, and eventually Santa would come in the middle of the rain and we would all get our present off of the tree. I remember getting a mouth organ, and there was a hillbilly written on it. And of course, well, when you're 7 or 8 year old, you don't know. I've never heard of hillbilly music, so I had no idea what this hillbilly meant. The hill, I thought, couldn't fathom out the tower. I thought the billy was myself. So that was it.
fascinating stuff, and it's only the tip of the iceberg, I know. Now, it's with great pleasure I would like to introduce our real treat for us, another treat. We are so lucky. They are a brilliant collection of talented musicians whose love of music is shared with us tonight. Conducted by Robin Versteeg, please welcome the Cairngorms Orchestra.
Well, we have some carols for you. This is about half of Cairngorms Orchestra, but more importantly, we have Soundstart Plus people with us today from Granton Primary School. We have Lily on flute and Sophia on tenor horn, Leo on sax, and Mackin Elijah on trombones. And this came into being because we thought we might be playing at the Granton Primary School Nativity and concert, but that was postponed, and not enough of us could make it to the church in time for today's rescheduled date. So it was wonderful to have a second opportunity to play together. You never quite know what's going to come out as a conductor. Everyone thinks conductors are massive control freaks, but we all know it's really the orchestra that is in charge. And we rehearsed all of this 2 weeks ago. So we had the 5 Soundstart people joining us in the rehearsal, and that was so lovely. But since then, we've not met. So this is kind of Cairngorms Orchestra in the off-season. If they were Tour de France cyclists, they'd be putting on weight at the moment, and they would hardly be on their bikes. So we don't quite know exactly what we're going to do, but I'm just going to kind of announce each carol that we play. And do feel free, if you know the words, to sing, because these are carols from a carol set which is designed to be sung. So they're all in singing-friendly keys. And then we're going to play Silent Night.
Shadows of the past, for there was a time when stars and angels danced freely in the skies, when clouds reached easily to mountains with upstretched hands and eyes, and rivers ran unhindered through the land, long before the days of you and I, though those times did not last, for then all creatures came. Some crawled, some walked, some flew, and yes, men and women too. Out of the mists of time came legends, kelpies, and word of things we knew, of a man and his wife, gathered in the night around a special child, a shining light and a voice that changed all life. I think Jim is going to come up and do the blessing for us.
Now it just remains for me all to wish us all the knowledge, the experience, the blessings of Christmas itself, the blessings of the one God, the Father who made us, the Christ who came among us and whose birth we celebrate just now, and the Spirit who lives within us and among us and inspires everything that is good. May that blessing be upon us all. Amen.
So I just need to say thank you so very, very much to everybody once again. And I believe Dan is going to lead us.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you all for coming. A very Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you particularly to Marianne for setting this all in motion for us. Well done, Marianne.